are we on the internet?
Brian, it's the last show of 2019.
I know, we better make it a good one. Well, irregardless, tonight,
Never heard Danny.
the Mighty Nine discuss hard lines with the Martinet, confront Trent, and meet a kooky shopkeeper. We're gonna break it all down with my guests, Sam and Liam, both in festive holiday sweaters.
Sure. I didn't realize we were
Green and red. It's
sure. Yeah.
canon.
Read your emails. All that and more tonight on Talks Machina. That's it. Calm down, it's okay. Calm down. I know, you're excited. You're excited. He had a lot of Christmas cookies. Hey, a couple of announcements. Issue 4 of our comic book series, Vox Machina Origins Wolverine, is out tomorrow, Wednesday, December 18th. Now, this issue features beautiful cover art by critter Sam Hogg. It's 2 G's, so you got to give it the...
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, you have to pronounce both of them.
You have to. It's in the Quebec law, you know? You can pick up your own issue at your favorite local comic book shop, which is always great to support, or digitally via Dark Horse, Digital, or Comixology.
Is it out now?
Tomorrow, I just said it.
Tomorrow.
December
I legitimately wasn't
18th,
listening.
Wednesday.
I kind of went to a different place for a while.
Wow. Wow, a different place, the Sam Riegel story.
Take me to another place.
Also, as a reminder, the cast will be hosting a very special fireside chat tomorrow afternoon on our Twitch channel at 5 p.m. Pacific. If you missed the stream, the VOD will be available, per usual, for our Twitch channel subscribers, and on our YouTube channel Friday. If you're not a Twitch subscriber, you can click here.
What's that? What just happened?
They can click here.
Explosion.
Oh.
Right above the finger.
There's clapping. It means that the subscribe button is above my finger. Sometimes I get it wrong and I do this, and then
Nice.
what happens when I do that, Zach? He sighs a lot. And finally, after this week, we're off
What?
on a holiday break. But there's going to be a normal episode of Critical Role on Thursday. Now, what constitutes a normal episode of Critical Role?
Well, we haven't had one yet.
Matt, yes.
This
but-
will be
but
the
typically-
first ever.
Typically, Matt plays some characters. We do some heavy petting, some role playing.
Some dick jokes.
Matt steals the "How do you want to do this" is from you guys.
He always does.
continuously,
Every
continuously chasing that spotlight.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, well, it's going to be a normal episode this Thursday. We'll be back after that Thursday, January 9th, 7 p.m. Pacific, for another brand new, unnormal episode of Critical Role.
9.
January 9th, yes. Oh my God. Wow.
Brain, I am mesmerized by that exploding picture of Bobby's face.
I don't know if these are still available, Crit Roll Closet, but this is from this is from Logic's last tour, Confessions of a Dangerous Mind, and I can't remember the artist's name. Don't
so
kill me,
good.
God damn it! My memory is so bad.
I like me some of that Logic music.
What part of the human body is that thing in the middle of the?
This is his brain being taken apart.
But
This
it's
is sort of
ropey.
like him alive and him not alive,
like
and being
an
taken
intestine
apart.
in
In
there.
between life and I don't have time to explain this, man. This guy kind of is a very deep artist.
Maybe
man.
we should make this show about interpreting art. Maybe you should just like find famous
do a fan art
works of
week.
art.
But people like when the show's an hour long. We would have to make it about 5 minutes
yeah,
if
that's
that
true.
was the case.
Welcome to Logs Machina, where we discuss all things logic.
Nobody would love that more than him. But he'd never show up because, the diva. Hey, tonight's episode's sponsored for some reason.
Oh, okay.
Always a surprise to everyone.
Yeah.
No one more than myself.
Sure.
Keep waiting for the floor to drop out on that.
Like Wrist Cutters. Have you guys seen Wrist Cutters?
Is that a movie?
You should see it. It's Taliesin's favorite film, so it would mean a lot to him if you both saw it over the holiday break.
Okay.
Yeah,
Is it a Christmas movie?
It is 100% a Christmas movie.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, it's got Will Arnett, so that's a Christmas movie.
Is he a bandit trying to break into a young kid's house?
You saw it.
Yeah.
No, you're thinking of Blank Check.
Oh,
Yep,
yes,
the plot of
that's a good
Wrist
one.
Cutters.
Hey, our sponsor for tonight's episode is none other than our old friends, Backblaze.
They're back?
They're back, Blaze.
Back. All right.
Premium backup technology for both Mac and PC. Hey, the unlimited online backup for all your fan fiction, documents, artwork, music, photos, and videos of your dog, of my dog, of everyone's dog, starts at just $6 a month. That's so affordable. I pay twice that for Starbucks every day.
You really?
No.
Are you a big coffee guy?
I do a little bit of a.
What's your thing? Are
We're
you
not
like a
live,
mochaccino?
right? We're on a delay.
no,
We're on a
shots of
delay. They could
something.
pull this.
Yeah, what are you?
I do
Cereals?
sort of a BOGO. I do a buy one, get one, which is I pay for a mobile order, and when I get there, I take mine, and I get whatever else looks tasty.
Wait, like you take somebody else's order that's just like on the counter?
Oh, that's so
If
crass
their
to
name
put it
looks
that way.
similar to mine, I will glance at it quickly and allow myself the grace to have mistaken that for also a drink that I didn't place an
And you
order
do this
for.
every day.
I mean, there's some days where Starbucks is closed or if they're remodeling, but other than that, every morning.
I would never take someone's to-go order.
No.
I like to knock them over.
Oh, you just
Yeah, I take mine.
And then you just tap, domino
Yeah.
effect.
Sure.
Well, here's the thing.
Chaos
Sure.
Gremlins.
A lot of, that's the new name of the show. A lot of people, coffee is one of those things, like a lot of different narcotics. I spent a lot of time in my 20s researching
Did not
for
know
different
that.
companies. You can get a tolerance to it. And so the adrenaline of a theft, what is ultimately a crime, albeit a petty one, in the midst of grabbing caffeine, that's the 1-2 punch I need to get going every
caffeine,
morning.
Little rush of,
Little
of
danger.
petty crime. That starts your morning.
Starts
Yeah,
my
like,
morning.
it's like how I always like Winona Ryder some lip gloss whenever I'm in a store. It just
true.
gets that little,
Yeah,
the little
that's exciting.
boost.
Let's see the Venn diagram on who's going to remember that one. I'm interested.
That star of Stranger Things, Winona Ryder, was once arrested for shoplifting in the late 90s?
No.
Oh,
Henry.
He's very upset about. Okay,
You don't fuck with Winona Ryder when
he's
Henry's around.
big Winona Ryder.
big
fan.
Beetlejuice fan.
Same though, same.
More Little Women for Henry.
Sure.
Hey, also, you can recover files anywhere and on the go directly to the iOS or Android app using Backblaze.
Was she in What's Eating Gilbert Grape?
No, that was Leonardo DiCaprio.
Okay, yeah, I get those confused a lot.
Yeah. Or you can order a hard drive with all your stuff on it, and Backblaze will ship it overnight. Where's Yev? I feel like he's going to drop in on me any moment in some sort of costume.
Well, he's on the shelf, and every morning when you wake up, you got to find him. He's on a different shelf.
Okay. He's always got pranks. Hey, also, you can get a free 15-day fully featured trial right now at backblaze.com.
Bring it.
/Vox Machina. And start protecting yourself today. Hey, thanks for continuing to support us and our show. After however many years of Backblaze sponsoring Critical Role, and they said, well, looks like Tox has finally proven itself.
They've never sponsored this program before?
I don't believe so. Max?
Yeah, let's get Kurt Roll stats on this.
I don't think so.
Wow.
Kyle? Kyle's new here.
Kyle has no idea what we're talking about.
Kyle's a new team member. Kyle, why don't you come join the boys on the couch for a second?
Oh,
and
are
say
we
hi
going
to
to
the
introduce
people.
Kyle?
Yeah, we
come
should
on over,
introduce
Kyle.
On
Kyle.
camera, you signed your waiver, right?
Yep.
On camera
I
personality.
asked him earlier today how comfortable Kyle feels being on camera. Now, you might have to talk into Liam's chest.
This is the kind of bullshit we do.
This is the kind of bullshit.
Hi, Kyle.
Hi,
Hi.
Kyle.
Hi.
Kyle, you've been with us for how long now?
A week and a half.
A week and a half. And what are your first impressions?
It's really fun. There are a lot of inside jokes that I'm trying to be a part of unsuccessfully.
Who is your favorite cast member?
Oh God, you.
Thank you. Correct answer.
Kyle, you
Correct answer.
pandering asshole, you're not going to last long.
you had said
or maybe
no,
that is the key.
I don't know what the rest of this week would have been like.
It would have been bad. Yeah, right. It would have.
Now, as
Showgirls,
Sam
babe.
learned just minutes before we went live, Kyle moved here from Saskatchewan in 1986 after the great ice storm that they call the Long Winter.
Yeah.
His family loaded up the strongest wagon that was around and made their way across. Now,
How many
he
oxen was
initially
it?
had
It was 12.
12
I think
oxen.
that's a pack. That's a pack of oxen.
Started with
We were
12
ox
and
farmers.
ox
ox
farmers.
farmers.
How long does it take to grow an ox?
16 years.
My God.
But they ripen on the vine.
They do.
And what's the life expectancy of an ox that takes 16 years to grow?
32.
Wow.
That's
So
like James
halfway.
that die young.
My goodness.
Wow.
Boy. Well, we're
Well, we're
glad your
glad you made it.
family survived and
Yeah.
they brought you to us now to serve and protect us.
Thank you.
Is that what he's here to do?
Yeah, that's what
Security,
I'm here.
right?
I'm security. Low-key.
Okay.
He also makes a mean oxtail soup.
Oh.
Yes.
Now it's
Dark.
I'm putting the pieces together, Danny. I'm putting
I'm
the pieces
so
together.
glad you
I was
are.
also wondering why all the lobby's filled with ox heads. I thought maybe Taliesin all of
Yeah.
a sudden woke up and had a revelation of some sort.
It's because Kyle murders ox on a regular
Just uses
basis.
antlers and a whole
He murders them every 16 years,
Yeah.
or whatever
Did you ever read
years.
the book A Day No Pigs Would Die?
We have
Just
it
like
here
that,
on the
but with
shelf.
oxes.
And they do die.
Yeah. I was raised with an ox. That was my friend, and then my father forced me to kill it.
Oh, Milky White.
Yeah.
Wow. Was
This
that
is
the name
getting
of the
really
ox,
dark.
Milky
You
White?
read my blog.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Well, we'll
Just
put the
named my
blog
ox.
up later. Zach didn't have time to, we didn't know we were going to do
This
this.
is amazing.
cool.
This is Kyle, everybody. Our new
Give him a hand,
Don't go
studio
back over there.
audience.
Yeah, please go back over there. We don't. Unfortunately, we didn't have time to source any questions for you tonight, Kyle.
so
This
sorry.
is a bit of a
Hey, real quick, some of you might have seen this amazing
look at that.
knot statue, which
I
was
love
sent
it.
in by a critter named Lena from Germany. That's all we know. If there was, if there was a
Wow.
Twitter name or a Twitter handle.
Instagram account.
Is it on the bottom?
No, not on
Well, there
this.
is something on the bottom.
Yeah, it does not say. It says,
just says
the
Lena.
last name,
Oh,
Kashka.
wait, are we supposed to say that?
Ah. Thanks, Lena. There was no note saying don't say it,
Yeah.
and I opened the package.
It's beautiful. It's
gorgeous.
It's the most beautiful sculpture I've ever possessed. I don't know. Do I get to keep this or no? This stays on your set, Brian.
I mean, Max.
There's got to be a question involved, I think.
Do we get to let Sam keep that, or do we keep it?
Oh, this says,
Okay, Max wants it. It stays on the set. I'm so
if
sorry.
possible, open present on talks, please.
Oh,
Boom, done.
we did it.
Did it.
Thank
Yes.
you. You're welcome, Lena.
You're so welcome.
It's a holiday miracle.
And we just learned from Max that it'll get to stay here, and you do not get to keep it.
Yeah, this
Awesome.
says to the entire cast and crew of Critical Role, so you can have 1/20th of that.
Great.
Okay.
Awesome.
I wonder what piece we'll take off with tweezers tonight. Well, hey, without further ado,
Hey.
let us discuss episode 88 of Critical Role Campaign 2,
Wow.
Unwanted Reunion.
Doom, 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 doom.
That was earlier. That was earlier. Now we're on the. Well, we begin tonight's show the way we begin every show. Naming our favorite Julianne Moore film.
Oh, easy.
Oh, wow.
Magnolia.
I'm surrounded by sickness. That's a great scene. I love, have you ever seen Barry?
Yes.
In the pilot of Barry, the monologue they're doing is,
Yes.
is Julianne Moore
Yes.
in the pharmacy in Magnolia.
Oh, man.
Anyway, sorry, your favorite film.
Also Magnolia.
Wait, what about that Robert Altman one where she's naked from the waist down?
Okay,
What? People are naked.
I'm having trouble because I know I've seen Julianne Moore in like 20 movies, and she's
Boogie
an
Nights,
amazing actor.
man. Boogie
Thank you.
Nights.
Boogie Nights. I couldn't think of a one.
Remembering a Julianne Moore film that isn't that Joseph Gordon-Levitt one. I don't know why. It's the only one I can think of.
kids are all right, man.
Lost World, Jurassic Park.
Okay,
Whoa,
Kyle,
Kyle.
Not
your
just Boogie
segment
Nights.
is over, Kyle. I couldn't have given you more airtime.
You know how long it took me to get a cam, Kyle? Sit down.
Maybe we should restyle that as Kyle Cam.
That's true.
Maybe we should. Hey, all right, crit roll stats is how we start the show, in addition to Julianne Moore. This is the only episode across both campaigns to not use any party spell slots.
Ooh, that's interesting.
Yeah,
Right.
both campaigns.
Wow, everybody's using a spell at least once a day.
So if someone searched, has there ever been an episode where Caleb rolled his 1,000th roll, which was kind of poetically, Danny, deception against Trent.
Did I succeed it or fail it?
Well, I don't have that act. I mean, Thursday was a long time ago.
I think I failed it.
I think you
think it
failed
was
with
a
like a
fail.
14.
I
That
think
was a
I
fail.
whiffed most of my encounter with Trent.
Yeah.
For the most part. Which is just right.
I think it was whenever you were saying that, whenever you were trying to be like, the beacon, I don't know without us. What are you talking
What's
about?
bacon? Who knows what bacon is?
I've never seen this before in my life.
Pocket Beacon. Caleb, also played by you, also rolled his 50th natural 20,
Yeah.
which was the history check on Pride Silk.
On worms.
Worm.
Important role. They're not all winners.
Worms, Roxanne. I said I was afraid of worms.
Let's see. 40 minutes and 21 seconds passed between Sam using Laura's dice bag as a tablet prop and Laura appearing on screen. So it took that long for
Yeah.
the touch
Yeah,
to the invasion.
yeah. And she was far away, too.
It was all the way downtown.
She was 40 minutes and 21 seconds away.
Yeah, we were also surprised that she joined us for the evening and abandoned her awards show, and we're so happy that she did.
Absolute rock star move.
Yeah, legendary.
Totally rock star.
Yeah, I saw a lot of people leaving. I thought perhaps maybe there was a fire hazard, and then I realized that,
Everybody's streaming a D&D show.
well, not a lot of fans of Green Day anymore out there. No, I'm joking. No, it was fun.
Meryl Streep left too to go to a Pathfinder game.
I'm
God, that would be
jealous.
great.
Could you imagine playing Pathfinder with Meryl Streep? What kind
She's
of
not a
character
very
would-
good role player. She gets way too much acting in her role play.
Oh,
Lot of
one of those
accents.
scene stealers?
Yep.
Speaking of
Like
Laura.
Kyle.
Joking. Oh, yeah, Kyle. Goodness gracious.
Kyle.
What kind of, speaking of worms,
Yeah.
I opened a can of them there. Liam, why don't I give you our first question tonight?
All right.
It's from Ariel Van Zant. Caleb said that the encounter with Trent wasn't how he always imagined it would be. Does he regret how it went? Would he do it differently?
Yeah. That's not the way it should have happened. You should not have walked in completely beat to shit into the middle of government, into the seat of power in the Empire. I think I always imagined that we'd run into him in the streets or on a mission somewhere. I don't know what I thought, but that was not it. And I was mute because I was stunned at how we sort of, how I stepped on a rake.
Yeah.
Would you have liked to slay him in that moment? Enact your bitter revenge?
At this level now, and I'm not sure that it's revenge that
He
he's
wronged
going
you.
after.
You
Sure
would
did.
like retribution at least?
Yeah, I think that Caleb wants to fix it, to not let it be, to not let that happen anymore. But I don't know how we're going to do that.
Guess we'll find out.
I don't know.
Find out Thursday on a normal episode of Critical Role.
Well,
Very normal.
Normally,
and by Thursday,
abnormal.
he means Thursday.
Yeah. Are you listening?
Yeah, no.
Remember earlier when...
No.
Hey, High King of Fillery wants to know, Sam, how is not feeling about Caleb's well-being now that they are back in such a troubling place for him?
Well, I think everybody's worried about Caleb. There's a lot of long moments of quiet from good old Lebby. That nickname will stick. And everyone's concerned. I think the cool thing is, though, that everyone is concerned about Caleb now. Used to just be not worrying about the lad. And now Bo is invested, and Jester checks in, and even Ford seems to be concerned. And
Play.
Everybody.
Clay, yeah, everybody wants to make sure that Caleb's okay, and that's a new thing. I think, not certainly still cares about Caleb, but I think is in some weird way impressed and pleased that he has a support system now. He's got a network.
Yeah. Used to just be you guys.
Yeah.
Or you gals. Or you friends.
Fictional.
Weirdos.
Doesn't matter.
Just weirdos.
Fictional weirdos.
Yep.
That's the name of the book you two should write together.
Fictional Weirdos?
Uh-huh.
That's a good one.
That's a great title.
Yep.
Chris Lockey has 200 album or book cover choices for you already. Happy birthday yesterday, Chris Lockey. By the way, our beloved Chris Lockey, who is so much more than an amazing photographer. He's a content producer here and helps us with about 100 things. It would take me too long, and I've already given too much time to the crew tonight. Jesus Christ.
Fiendish lorehound, that Lockey.
Yep.
Yeah, fiendish lore.
And expert at Magic the Gathering, which I've learned via our texting threads lately. 'Cause
True.
I've been playing with my son, and he helps me out a lot.
If you ask him the date of any celebrity's death, he can tell you exactly what it is.
Julianne Moore.
Well, no, I mean, it's already passed.
There's no future.
He's not Taliesin.
Kyle's Oxen.
Well, Jesus. Well, some of them were probably famous, Kyle, right? Yeah.
I mean, Milky White.
Yeah.
Milky White. I
Milky White was not an oxen. You know this.
feel like that was a Breaking Bad character. Hey, Liam.
Yes.
Knitting Neon wants you to answer.
How do you
this.
knit neon?
You get some neon fabric.
That's my question.
You
for
get some
knitting
neon yarn, right? You can get some neon yarn.
Oh, not actual neon.
Jerry, can you get us some neon yarn? You have a Joann's card, right? Kids don't know about Joann's.
It's an excellent fabric store.
Over time, Caleb has identified. You in the pocket of Big Joann's? Bought out son of a bitch.
Might have slipped me a 20.
Yeah. This is what happens. This is what happens when you.
Hobby Lobby.
Definitely not Hobby Lobby.
This is
but
what happens when you co-lose a presidential election.
I will advertise for literally anyone at this point.
Well, we're all advertising D&D tonight. Actually, I have a D&D shirt on under this.
No, you don't.
Yeah,
I
come
do.
on.
It's the.
Join the party.
Oh shit.
That's just a black t-shirt.
It's a black
Nope.
t-shirt.
Oh no, I have preachers and sneakers. I had a D&D shirt on earlier, but I got sweaty during game ranks because we were doing a lot of this.
Oh.
Did you win?
And I got blood on me.
Did you win any rounds?
Me?
Yeah.
I think I
Like
won
one?
one max, right?
Who were you playing against?
The devil, Matthew Mercer.
Oh, he's good.
Yeah, he's great. He's really good at the game.
He's a geek.
They separated his wife from him by 2 people because when they play at home, they're known,
What?
bottle over the head, an occasional kick, whatever.
really?
Oh, yeah, it
They're
gets
violent.
crazy. They go through TVs like crazy. I'll come over, there's 2 controllers in the TV.
Wow.
Stuck in the middle of it. Over time, Caleb has identified Caleb Woodagast as his true self and less a fake persona, even using that name in a self-made spell. How did he view Bren's existence? Is that different now that he's in a place where people recognize him as Bren?
I don't think he really knows. I don't think there's a good solid answer on that. He's still Bren. I think he wishes that he could be more. But it's not as simple as I was this and now I'm new. Like, he's never going to let go of his past, even if he rights those wrongs that he's obsessed with in one form or another.
There's a difference in letting go of his past and coming to grips with it too, right?
Yeah, I mean, he's certainly not going to set the name Caleb Woodagast aside.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what he's using. Because it's too painful to be the other thing, but it's not like he's fooling himself or requires anybody. He also still likes pain inward, so like if someone was going to call him Bren, he deserves it. He deserves to be reminded of those things. He must always be reminded and never forget. Even if he makes something of himself or atones, he must never forget.
Why must he always be reminded?
If you forget history, you're doomed to repeat it.
Do you believe Caleb's in danger of forgetting that history and needs reminding of it?
I mean, he softened on himself a little.
Yeah.
A little, but that's something that takes that kind of shit takes a lifetime to deal with,
yeah.
not 5 years.
It can, yeah.
I don't know. I would go with dual dual residence for the name rather than saying, flipping a switch.
Yeah, I understand. Both have equal importance,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, he's trying to build something new, but the old is still in the foundation.
Yeah. Yeah. It's kind of like Sam. Every year when he gets his teeth replaced, he keeps the bottom layer.
There's actually 7 more rows of teeth behind the front
It's
one.
like sharks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's like sharks?
Yeah. Sometimes I lose them. They get embedded into
But
seals.
they don't get smaller as they go backwards. They actually get larger each row. This-
No, stop
God,
it!
you really can open your mouth so wide.
Boy, oh
Oh
boy.
my gosh!
We don't even have nuts big enough here for you to crack with that
Oh
mouth.
boy.
Maybe
Well, hold on.
trinkets. Trinkets are probably that big. Hey, Sam,
Yeah, Brian.
instead of putting nuts in your mouth, answer this question from Wolfbat.
Let's try to do both.
It'd be like a chubby bunny situation. Having
No, thank you.
It's the last show of the year, folks. Be patient.
We're going out in style.
I'll do you a
man.
favor and we'll get through all the questions on my iPad that matter.
Buffy Buffy.
Having lived as a halfling in the Empire for some time, how does not feel when they view her only as a tame goblin and not as a citizen who was the victim of some weird magic?
How does not feel? Terrible. I mean, not doesn't like being viewed as a goblin, and I mean it's starting to become sort of, she's used to it at this point because everyone does. But every time she's reminded of it, it's like another little jab, a little stab in the back, just to kind of remind her. I don't think it gets any easier. It's just kind of like always kind of there, bugging her.
I mean, she's fucking cursed.
Yeah, she's cursed. And when you're cursed, it's not something you just forget about or move on from. But especially being in a place like where the Mighty Nine is right now in Rexentrum, where it's civilization. It's as civilized as it gets in the Empire. And yeah, she kind of feels on edge, people looking at her again, especially having spent so much time in areas of the world where they didn't really care as much, and spending time with folks like Caleb who don't seem to care as much. Getting reminded of that again is like old wounds and stuff.
Does it make you feel, and if this is literally too personal of a question, you don't have to answer it, but does it make you feel like when you go to the poor side of town?
Okay. And I'm reminded what?
No, I'm just saying, like, that's how the other half lives. When you fly down
Brian.
there in your hovercraft.
Brian, I never go to that part of town.
He doesn't know which part of town it is. When you take your lime scooter across town. Liam,
Yes.
answer this question, please, as soon as my iPad wakes back up. There it is. Abigail Cordenis
You're doing great, buddy.
wants to know.
Okay.
Say it.
Cordenis.
Whoa.
That's hot.
Abigail Cordenis.
Holy shit. All right, I'm going to have you say all the names from
Sure,
now on.
great.
We'll just have to have you FaceTime in and you can look it down at this iPad.
Okay.
Liam, Trent seems almost disinterested in Bren's return. Aside from adding a couple uncomfortable mentions of Caleb's real name, he hasn't engaged in conversation with him very willingly. Do you believe this is a facade to manipulate Caleb for a larger plan, or simply to keep him on edge?
Well, boy, it's hard to say, isn't it? How
Sure is.
high or low Caleb Bren rates in Mr. Icky Thong's estimation.
He's got to be up to something, though, right? I mean, he's
In relation to, I mean, he's up to many things, I believe, but in relation to Bren?
Probably not immediately.
I mean, what I think is, it's not like Bren was the chosen one or some kind of like magical golden child that is the key to his plans. He's just a nail that needs to be hammered back down into place. However, it's impossible to know right now because they have been outed in front of the king, and they are being sent on a dignitary mission, and he's not going to just, finger of death Caleb on the spot in front of the king, and they seem a little shady, but I don't think it's that, it's not that bloody.
Yeah.
If he's going to do something, he's going to do it later when people are not paying attention or when we're out and about. He now has eyeballed very clearly every single one of us in the Mighty Nine, so Caleb's magic necklace doesn't mean fuck all at this point.
Yeah.
Cover's blown.
Yeah.
Cover's blown.
Yeah.
He probably sees, I think he sees Bren like a fly that needs to be swatted. We'll see.
Did you catch Game Ranch earlier today?
No, I wasn't around.
I'm sad.
Why?
What happened?
I don't want to spoil it for you guys. You should watch it.
Oh, we won't watch it. But what happened?
Tetanus Terry got eaten by one of Basilar's fucking...
It was very upsetting.
Has Tetanus Terry died before?
No, that was T and Tina.
Oh, the T names I always get wrong.
Is the show going to go on?
I fucking hope not. He was the only one who was pretty nice to me.
Oh.
Today he called me a fuck, I can't remember any of them. He called me a couch
cabbage stain?
No, a couch stain.
Hershey squirt.
A Hershey squirt.
Those
It
are
was all like,
affectionate.
Yeah,
I know,
terms
it
of
made me,
endearment.
Oshkosh
I'm getting a
model.
little,
Yeah.
I like
I love
that.
Oshkosh.
Was there like at
A rejected Oshkosh model.
at the end of the episode, was there a little in memoriam card?
No, we can't afford that.
I'm
too
sure we could do it.
unexpected.
No.
We could do it on this show, I bet.
Things are tight, man. Instead, answer this question from Nessa Rose. These people keep giving us their full names. Can you believe it?
Miss Rose.
Not bad. Gray, you getting that? Okay. Nod has been working hard for a long time to reconnect Caleb with Astrid. Does not just think this is the best way to make her friend happy, or does she have other reasons for seemingly going against Caleb's wishes on the matter and trying to push a reunion?
Not is just trying to get Caleb laid. Because Astrid, for all that we've heard, is a gorgeous Zemnian young lady with talents for magic, who titillated Caleb in his youth. And if they can somehow get together and, doesn't, like, everyone who sees Caleb, that's fucking, by the way. Everyone who sees Caleb has to admit, has to know that this guy needs some fucking. This guy needs to get.
You does not believe that would solve maybe a lot of his problems?
Yeah, loosen this guy up. He's spent 11 years just wallowing in self-pity and.
I mean, technically he was like vegetative, but.
Yeah, wallowing in a vegetative state when he could have been railing Astrid.
Okay. That is, my goodness. Goodness.
Just destroying her.
Danny.
He's got magical powers.
Okay, Danny's the
could be-
disgusting one on the show, Sam. Jesus
That's true.
Christ.
I mean, he could unload on her.
Whoa.
Whoa! Sorry. It's
My
Christmas time, guys. I get into the spirit. I'm sorry.
Holidays are for loving.
Holidays are for unloading on each other.
Regal House of Rockin', I don't come a knocking.
Nope.
Those are jingle bells.
My God. Well, the only thing that could save us now is probably cosplay of the week.
Oh, cosplay
man.
of the week.
Yeah. Cosplay of the week.
It's been a week.
This
and
is quite a
here's
cosplay of the week
of it.
to save us.
Oh, this is the cosplay of the week to save us.
Please.
Gird your loins and sit down if you aren't. Hide your kids, hide your wives. Our winner for this week was sent in by KP, which is at KP. Is it 11 photos? Thank you. At KP11 photos. Here we go.
Here we go.
How sick
Nice.
is that?
Nice.
Such a great
Yeah.
take on Gilmore. It's a dirty
Looks
fart.
so good.
It's paying
Dirty fart.
Nice.
paying homage to the Babs Tar calendar. It's
true.
Very much.
Yeah. Yep, pretty good.
Yeah. Sexy.
amazing.
Textured.
Such a fucking good job.
Oh, the hair. Come
Where'd
on.
they find those wonderful curtains?
Those are really good curtains.
That is a Lowe's movie theater.
Is that a fact?
Yeah.
Congrats to you, KP. You have won this.
Ooh, that's a good one. Fire.
Paddock Dice Vault.
Paddock. It's fiery.
Smell it?
It's my favorite.
I'd like to smell
It's
it.
Danny's favorite.
It's true.
We have to give this to KP.
I know.
Remember.
Wow.
Give it.
It's good to get both sides at once. Yeah.
Spicy like Sean Gilmore's loins.
You heard it here first, folks.
This
You-
is maybe the horniest episode of Talks Machina we've ever had.
Well, you
and
know,
I've been keeping track.
It's all this guy right here. Caleb is just.
I blame
he's
Kyle.
itching to.
Once Kyle got on the couch, the energy changed.
That's true.
true.
It's true. Pure sex.
New
that guy.
blood, you
Pure
know,
sex.
revitalizes all
Healthy
wounds
like
or
an
something.
ox.
Healthy. Ox Talk coming soon to new
Machina.
podcast. Hey, you can enter our weekly contest by visiting curveroll.com/submit. Rules are available at curveroll.com. Moving on.
That was effortless.
What happened to all my booze?
I don't know.
You've been drinking it.
Not sure.
This one's for both of you. It's from @Tumor Moss.
Tumor moss.
The Mighty Nine has the notes as well as the vial of liquid dunamancy that they found in Yiza's lab. Both are solid evidence that the Assembly have experimented with the Luxon far longer than they claim. Do you have any ideas on how to best use this information?
I was pretty convinced that we were going to bust out at least one of those things in this meeting with what's his butt, the Martinet. It seemed like everyone was itching to be like, I know you're fucking lying, mister.
Yeah, but who knows what, I don't know. That just feels really reactive in a high pressure
That's us.
situation.
That's the Mighty Nine. That's what we do.
It doesn't have to be, though.
Well, it wasn't.
could be otherwise. I don't know. One of the things we should do in this 2 days that we're in town is come up with a sensible plan that doesn't involve, fuckery.
When has that ever happened? I think that if we
Like one
had
time.
a one-on-one with Dwendal, that would be a good time to bust out that information. But in front of others who have skin in the game.
Yeah,
might
it's
be
just hard to
such a
know
good
who
idea.
has a sympathetic ear, though, because the Martinet was fucking lying, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, this guy who we can trust, supposedly.
Supposedly.
Yeah.
That bitch was with Vesta Ragna in fucking Felderwen.
Whoa.
Yeah.
So many curses.
Well, I mean, she's passionate about
Yeah,
that.
she is. She is.
Wait, Danny, was there a question about that?
No, I wrote a note
Oh,
on
that's
a
right.
question
That's
about
what
it
I'm
later.
remembering. Yes, because the Martinet was seen in Felderwen with Ves Ragona in episode 49, A Game of Names. Episode 49. So that was 80
Wow.
some odd episodes ago.
Yeah,
Danny remembers all this.
she does. She's
To have
really
that
good
sort
at
of
it.
mind.
I know. It's a beautiful thing.
Did you guys both get to answer that well enough?
I mean, I don't think we have a good answer formulated yet. with
Nah,
the
that's
99.
fine.
It's good to know that we have those things. The vial of liquid dunamancy, I'm curious to know what that would do.
Oh, we know what it does.
Well, do we?
I've been
does
bogarting it for
numancy.
so long. Yeah, it's the same as Fate's Fortune. Fortune of Fate.
If you drink it,
Fairy fire.
that happens?
You get 3 doses. It's like a luck for a day, basically. It's 3 rerolls.
Okay.
Luck for a long rest? Luck
It's-
per long rest?
Yeah. But it's a
Titties.
one-time only.
Woo!
It's like being vaxxed for a single day.
Whoa.
Could you imagine?
The power.
Hopefully on a good day.
Oh, he died.
Spoilers.
He had so many until he didn't.
Wait till I say spoilers.
Spoilers, he died.
Okay. Danny's least favorite character in Vox Machina.
Yeah,
How
he was
dare
kind of a
you.
downer.
Found
Him
out-
and Tetanus Terry?
How dare
Found
you
out today.
all?
Found out today. She didn't care much for Yasha either.
Wow.
Had a whole
He's a
conversation
good character,
about
though,
it.
Danny.
Yeah.
I can't
you're
I can
so
do nothing.
unpredictable.
Brian
Dan, you
takes
know
my
what?
words and he twists them and he makes them horrible.
I mean, I hate Yasha is pretty, how else
Yeah.
do you interpret that?
what is wrong with you people?
She didn't say hate. She said, I'm finding myself not really giving a fuck. Anyway.
Danny's favorite character? Garthok. Yeah.
That explains the
Can't
tattoo.
doesn't care for the rest of
That
them.
explains the tattoo.
That was it.
The full back
That
tap.
was a good pull, Sam. That was a good
Boy,
pull.
that explains it. Hey, Liam.
Yo.
Naomi Andrews wants to know,
Hi, Naomi.
how does Caleb feel having friends that not only accept him in spite of his past, but are 100% willing to kill Igathon for him?
He's extremely moved. Doesn't feel entirely worthy. Doesn't think that Trent should be tried to be killed in these circumstances because they're surrounded by an entire city of military. But is incredibly moved and doesn't know what to do. Like, has never felt deserving of friendship, and it's just been building. And now all of them clearly care, and he doesn't process it very well. Means a lot. Means a lot. That's it. Nice and simple.
Blasting Astrid would probably take that off of his mind if he.
Blasting Astrid was another band that I was a fan of in
That's a
the
good
late
one.
90s. Yeah, I saw them at the Troubadour.
Please
Opened up
don't look at
for-
me after saying things like that. Don't look at me. Don't give me eye contact.
You weren't alive.
Maybe
dare
when he
you.
says blasting Astrid, it's just like a euphemism for something else besides blasting
I
Astrid.
don't think it is. And again, staring into my
Blasted?
soul.
Blasted.
Right in. Stop it.
Caleb and Astrid, man.
Can't answer these questions.
Should we keep going?
Yes.
Yeah.
Probably.
Well, here's one for
Blast some
Sam.
Astrid and plunge ahead.
Sam, Cardinal Lesbian wants you to cleanse our palate with
Oh
an
my
answer
gosh.
to their question.
Wipe our minds like your Trent Ickathon, please.
Not as of the Empire like Caleb and Bo, but also has experienced greater freedom in her goblin form in the Dynasty. How does this impact her view on the war and the perspectives of both sides?
Not is of the Empire. Veth grew up in Felderwin, which is of the Empire, but it's sort of a far-flung. She grew up in like the farming area, sort of a far-flung district, and although was under the control of the Empire, it didn't really affect her day-to-day life. So she doesn't have a strong sense of patriotism or nationalism. Although, if given the choice, I think she'd 100% choose the Dynasty. Doesn't trust these Empire folks, especially not in this city, and has had nothing but, well, not nothing but a lot of great responses and acceptance from the Kryn Dynasty, and would totally ally herself with them if forced to choose. But also understands that we're trying to, I guess, play both sides still. Is that the thing with this campaign? Is that what's going on still?
Larger things are looming heavy that make the war seem lesser,
Yeah.
too.
Well, are they still going on? Because it feels like we defeated this Chains, Iron Maiden, Chains Oblivion thing.
Yeah, that's probably it. We probably wrapped it.
Well, I mean, we
Two more episodes and we'll...
we got them before they undid the lock thing, and the Tharizdun can't come back, and we got Oban, and we killed the
So you
laughing
think
hand.
Tharizdun is somewhere going, I would have gotten away with it too if it wasn't for these rascally kids.
I mean, Vence is out there, but what can Vence do? Vence isn't a demon.
I don't even think. You want to know my crackpot theory?
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Vince is fucking dead.
You think Vence is
I
dead?
think Vince is fucking dead.
Who killed Vence?
I think Cardinal Respa killed Vence. You know how when Jester was scrying and then suddenly the scry like knocked out? I think Cardinal Respa put a fucking like
Why would Cardinal
knife in his
Respa
head
kill
or
Vence?
something.
Vence was on Cardinal Respa's side.
Because he was getting scryed on and he was stupid enough to be getting scryed on.
Well, he got scryed on a lot.
he got
was
scryed
stupid.
on a lot.
But Vence is one of the only allies that Cardinal Respa had.
And now that bitch is dead too. I'm just saying, I think she cut her losses. I think that's why they haven't been able to find him.
Guys,
I think
we're
he's
gonna
dead.
need a second. If you guys could just clear this
We
out.
got all the
We're
time in
gonna
the
talk
world, my
about this
man.
for a
Actually,
while.
I'm going to check a couple of emails.
I don't know who else is in the conspiracy anymore. We're done. We got them all. They're all done. The only one out there is the inevitable end, and she isn't even part of the whole thing. She was brainwashed.
You know
Well,
who's
she
at-
also, her name gives away that she's going to have an inevitable end. So,
You know who's at the center of this shit?
The chair.
Fucking Tal'Dorei Council.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
That is true. We should really find out who is on
Dark
the Tal'Dorei Council.
deeds.
I've asked Matt. He's reluctant to share.
Why is that? Do you think he just doesn't know the answer?
No, he knows the answer. I don't know that there's many things you could ask. I'm not making a joke, but I think he's thought through at least some piece. He's got a skeleton of at least each piece of this thing, and it just depends on what stage of the Fifth Element, like recreating Mila Jovovich, he's at. In each part of the process.
I think he just plans the following week after each game.
Yeah,
And
It's like a brick at a time.
Yeah.
It's like the railroad track.
Yeah.
that seems like probably more logistically.
He probably plans the second half of the game during the intermission while we're all having
what
like a
happens during
drink.
the break.
Yeah, he plans the second half of the evening. Yeah,
I thought you guys do donuts
we do.
because we always come back with all the white powder around your mouth.
Oh, that's
You've been
something
driving in
else.
circles.
No, this is not the area for that sort of a thing, man. He's not allowed in those parts of. Liam, did you just answer a question or was it Sam?
Doesn't matter.
Who gives a shit? Astral Sea Siren wants to know. Caleb said it was good to see Eodwulf again. Did I say that right, Danny?
You did.
I
Eodwulf.
think so.
The fuck? It's
Yeah.
2 weeks in a row I said something correctly.
I'm
Beowulf.
really proud of you.
Maybe the medication's working. I forgot it. And didn't reply to Eodwulf's response that he felt similar. Can you elaborate as to how Caleb felt about seeing his old school?
Caleb said it was good to see Eodwulf again and didn't reply to Eodwulf's response that he felt similar. Can you elaborate as to how Caleb felt about seeing I mean, he's only been thinking about these people every day for years.
Yeah.
It felt out of body. It felt like it wasn't real. And he was seeing, the last time he saw this dude, he was 17 years old. Looks totally different and the same. Bigger than Caleb.
What was their relationship like as kids? Because I know Caleb and Astrid were just
Okay.
banging each other relentlessly. But what about Eodwulf and Caleb, or Bren at the time? Were they buds? Were they rivals? Was one the jock and one the nerd?
Well, they're all wizards.
Sure, but
Right.
Harry Potter has different kinds of wizards. There's jock wizards,
Sure.
I'm told.
They were together exclusively, the three of them, a fuck ton.
Oh, what was that?
Blasting Astrid.
Okay.
They had regular classes every week, but they had every week they had 3 or 4 days in a row where they were pulled from the school and were off on their own. So they knew each other real well. They had a little bit of downtime together and would run about. I don't want to say too much. They'd run about Rexentrum a little bit.
They
were given a little bit of a leash.
Bone in the woods?
Huh?
Bone in the woods?
Bone in the woods?
Yeah,
in the
you
woods?
just said it. It came out of your mouth, so it's true.
Bone in the
but
woods?
Wait,
That's how conversations
But wait.
go.
Yeah.
but I don't care about what they did. I don't care about the
Forest
details.
fornication?
The dynamic. Were they close pals, or were they like you're the class clown and I'm the know-it-all, the egghead?
Yeah, that's a great question, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
You should say the answer. This is what the show's about. It would be a holiday miracle.
To spill all the beans before
There's no
the
beans.
moments
Just
happen.
like were they? What's what's his thing? Is he into model making? Does he like to watch?
Does he write advice columns?
National pride. I'm gonna.
It's so boring.
Take the
Oh,
fifth.
God.
Yeah.
It's so goddamn boring. That answer.
Yeah. It is. It is.
The
I know.
the only thing literally that could save us. Sam, tell him what it is.
Is a segue to fan art of the week, everybody.
No, we're not. The segue is not what's happening. We're just gonna do fan art of the week.
Fan art of the week, everybody.
That's it.
Yay!
See, that's why Zach
Wait.
waited.
Our time!
Arden.
See, Steve knows.
Well, this week's fan art winner was sent in by Spiel at Feral Kingspell.
Spiel.
I said that.
Spiel?
Feral King Spiel.
Yeah.
Feral
Spiel.
King.
Spiel.
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 Feral King Spiel.
Show the art.
Show the art.
Yeah.
Ooh, I haven't seen this.
That's cool.
So cool.
Hey.
Religious iconography.
Oh, I like it a lot.
I love the different halos around Caleb and Yasha. Mm-hmm. Real cool.
Look how angry everybody is. Look at how mad Caduceus is.
I know.
Oh, Yasha looks so cool.
Yeah.
Poor Caleb.
Poor boy.
Real dope.
Yeah.
So sad.
Bum, bum,
What
bum,
does,
bum, bum,
Feral
bum,
King
bum, bum.
Shpile
Also
win?
win
Feral King
a Paduk, Padaha,
Paddock, I think.
Paddock.
Don't quote me.
Dice Fall from our friends at Wormwood, wormwoodgaming.com. Enter our weekly contest, critroll.com /
Whoa.
submit.
You were getting all color guard on that.
I did letterboxes for the submit.
Oh.
Fuck you, Madonna. This is the new Vogue, baby. All right, don't do that and then give fuck you, Madonna, because I don't want the Madonna people coming after me.
The Madonna people?
There's a lot of them out there.
Really?
Getting
Yeah, I
line
dealt with
behind
a lot of them when I
Winona
lived in
Ryder's
Las
agent.
Vegas. Because us Celine Dion people didn't get along well with a lot of the Madonna people.
Yeah, squad.
Hey, this one's for Sam.
That's you.
This is from, oh boy, this one I seem to get wrong every week. This is M.
Night.
Basutil. Not was quick to blame Ludinus for Yeza's situation, even though Yeza has only mentioned Ves de Rigona in a direct connection to the beacon experiments, does not see everyone in the assembly as guilty by association.
Well, Sam Riegel might have gotten that one wrong in the game, but I seem to remember.
That's
Danny,
a talks first.
Danny can
That's a talks
maybe
first.
back me up on this. Ludinus was there in
Yes.
Felderwin.
Yes.
For sure.
As at the moment that we waltzed into town.
We saw them walking together.
Yes,
Yes.
Vess
Ragna
and Ludinus were
Marna.
together.
We
So
have fact checked that.
We have
and it
no
is
idea. So
correct.
he's definitely involved somehow. So,
I mean,
however,
he traveled from Rexentrum to Felderwin because of this activity
or
that had happened.
at the very least, to talk to Vestaragna, and they were going to your house.
Yeah. So Ludinus is not 1,000% innocent in this. I mean, Ludinus knows that something happened there. Probably has seen Yeza or heard of Yeza, been delivered a report on Yeza, and at least tacitly approved of Yeza's confinement and experimentations on. So even though Sam might have been, jumping the gun in the
wine
moment,
drunk and maybe judgment.
as with most things, I still think I was right.
You were not wrong.
I still think I was right.
You seem to always come out on top, no matter who you leave at the bottom.
That's right.
I just like the aspect of it that's do you see everyone in the assembly as guilty by association?
Yeah, sure. I mean, that's not the political. Not too knowledgeable about politics like Caleb or some of the others are. So yeah, they all seem slimy. I mean, we've met several of them who are up to no good. Even the ones that we seem to trust are lying to us. So yeah, they're all fuckers until proven otherwise.
And Caleb's trying to track that too. He wasn't with all these people when he was a kid. He was just at the school and he was with Ikathon and his friends. So walking into a situation like this, it's like, is it just Ikathon? Is it all of them? Is it some of them? Who's corrupt? Who's not? And Caleb noticed that Deleth. He asked Deleth about how knowledgeable are you about Ikathon's sort of teaching, the way he teaches, and I can't remember the exact wording, but he was like, yeah, he gets shit done. He intimated that he had some idea, at least, of how fucked up things were under the hood.
These are smart, wise, old, magic, powerful people. They know what's going on, and if they don't, it's deliberate ignorance.
Fucking McCarthy era with
Deliberate
spells.
ignorance. I like that.
Oh,
Good job,
that's what
Sam.
my doctor says I have.
Deliberate ignorance.
Yeah.
Yep. There's a new drug that can teach that. It's called
Blasting Astrid.
Liam,
Yeah.
Elizabeth Muses would like to distract us.
Elizabeth Muses.
You've mentioned previously that due to his time in the asylum, you think of Caleb as much younger than he is. Is Caleb conscious of this gap between his physical and mental age? And if so, how has he processed being in a body 11 years older than he feels? has seeing Eödwulf, I was only going to get it once, again thrown this into sharp relief?
I think the only sense he has of like the fact that he missed a huge portion of his life is seeing Ickathon and seeing Eödwulf, because this is a grown-ass man in front of him instead of a teenage boy, which is what he remembers. And Ickathon is pastier and older. He was old and pasty then, but he is pastier.
Yeah.
He doesn't walk around thinking like, oh, I'm Tom Hanks and big. I am the wrong age for my son. I mean, he definitely is like, I lost a huge thing, but he's just him. I don't know. He more just feels like he lost time. He doesn't feel like a 15-year-old piloting like an adult's body. Or
Right, yeah.
However, living in a body that's 11 years older than you feel is something that I can relate to, because I feel 24, but I am 35.
Submit.
There it is. Sam, for some fucking reason, I'm going to ask you this question from Brave Noun. Oh, it's always good when they're brave. Yeah. At what point, pre or during the campaign, did you come up with the idea for Nut's crush on Caleb? Has it affected the amount of conflict she feels about going back to her former life?
At one point during the campaign, did you come up with the idea? I think pretty early on, what conflict she feels about going back to her former life. I think pretty early.
Fucking listen when I ask the goddamn. I
just
enunciate like a Canadian.
Your voice is like it's.
I got surgery.
Oh, you
it's
did?
still bad?
What surgery did you have?
I wanted them to make me sound more like Crispin Glover. No, I asked for Gary Busey.
What part of your body did they cut to make you sound more like Crispin Glover?
Well, they haven't done it yet.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
They just showed me a 3D rendering of what I'm going to look like after. And I said, but I thought it was just to change my voice. And they said, yeah,
this
but...
doctor?
I think they just oil your hair, no?
What's that?
They just oil your hair to Glover
Yeah.
you.
It's a doctor. He's actually, it's at a restaurant. His name's Benny Hanna. It's Dr. Benny Hanna.
Oh,
Paging Dr. Hanna.
thanks.
It's kind of cool because you're like, so what are we doing today? He's like, well, first, watch this onion ring volcano.
Yeah. Flips the shrimp into his hat.
Now lie down on the stove.
The question was something about having a crush on Caleb. I think I figured that out a little earlier in the campaign.
Not pre-campaign though, like once we got underway.
No, when I stared in your eyes during some of the scenes that we've had together, it was sort of a natural thing. I mean, Not is a sexual woman, and she sees that there is a potential for a sexual man in front of her.
But he's busy blasting Astrid.
Well, he's not.
No, he's
not.
not busy blasting
She
Astrid.
don't know that for
She wants him to
sure.
blast someone, and if Astrid is out of the picture, she's perfectly capable.
But Blast and Not doesn't have the
Not
same ring to
married.
it.
Not is married, but not for a while. Didn't think that she was ever going to see her husband again. And you know, there's long nights on the road,
So you're saying
huddling
they
for
want a break?
warmth. I mean, she'd be stupid not to at least consider the idea
So
of this
rather than-
rugged wizard guy.
Rather than blasting Astrid, are you suggesting a knot pocket?
Oh, no.
I'm just saying it makes sense.
I feel bad.
Two people
Yes, you should.
on the road together, away from their former lives, wondering what the future will be, danger around every corner. Of course that thought's going to cross her mind. She's not a dummy.
And to be fair, like they have slept huddled together for a long time.
And this man could be her salvation. And he's exciting and oh, it's happening. Oh, it's happening.
I mean, this is how you look to me all the time. Now the audience can see it too.
I'm just saying it makes a lot of sense to me.
Look at him while you talk, while you answer this.
Caleb,
No, look at each other, you idiots.
Liam,
People are paying good money. We paid a lot of money for these
will
effects.
you have a fictional affair with my fictional character?
Are you asking me to ham Sam?
He's asking you to avoid blasting Astrid.
I'll take the ham sandwich.
And instead to plot Not.
Fuck the brave.
Fuck the Braves.
What is this episode?
Fuck the Braves.
This is it. This is the worst one. The last one of 2019.
This
the
is
last
how we're ending
episode of Talks
2019.
Machina. This is the worst one. This is it. We did it.
Rock bottom.
Poor back blaze. Back blaze. Now, yeah, it's gonna kill me because I can't even say the name of the goddamn sponsor. Now he's really gonna drop onto me. Poor
Henry,
back blaze.
Bite all our throats out.
He
It's up to you.
can't. Oh goodness. He's only
buddy.
only trained to attack people I owe money to.
Oh. So
Well,
he
we-
like attacks everyone.
Yeah, but I mean, we're caught up, you guys, ever since I found out about Venmo. Liam, Craig Jenga wants to know.
I will.
Great
right,
name.
Jenga.
That's what the fans are doing right now in the chat. Caleb seemed visibly frustrated when the group was discussing their demands and hard lines. Does he feel the Mighty Nine are overstepping and overestimating their actual importance to the king and assembly, or is he considering something else?
He believes, I'm Liam, I know that we could fucking do anything, but Caleb believes that they're in way, way, way over their heads. That Ikathon is like a spider in the middle of a web, and that he can pull a thread and 200 people come down on us. And we'll die in the night. This guy has been working his craft for decades. Fucking Daleth is centuries old. They're in over their heads. That's how Caleb sees it, anyway, at this point. So hearing about the demands for chocolate, he's maybe a little skeptical.
Of course, yeah, makes sense. Makes sense. And finally, one for you both. Holiday dads. Holodads.
That's us.
Holodads.
I'll see you on the Holodad.
Warp me to Holodad. IV999 wants to know, Caleb made a comment at the cottage about how the two of you used to scam people for less than the cost of your meal. What do your characters think about the relatively large sums of money that they have access to, having both come from humble backgrounds?
I mean, they're both loaded compared to even their regular lives before all the shit went bad. I mean, Veth is from a humble household, right?
She definitely is. I mean, they weren't like struggling to make ends meet, but yes, they were not wealthy by any stretch of the imagination.
Same for the Ermindruids.
And then Caleb and Not spent some time together scrounging for anything they could get their hands on.
Homeless, beggars.
So having this money certainly changes things. However, I don't know. For me, it seems more of a means to an end. It's not really the goal, and it doesn't really change her outlook. I guess it's just security, security moving forward, so that she can focus on other things like finding the answers to her questions and breaking this curse, getting back to her family, and helping Caleb do whatever it is that he needs to do to get there.
I would agree with that it's just the logical progression of both of their determination.
Also, for me, Sam Riegel, I have lots of money, so I can't relate. It just doesn't seem.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
It's normal.
Yeah. Why do you think you lost the election? I mean, second place is the first loser, right? Or, I mean, a tie is as bad as a... Max, what did your dad used to always say? A tie is as bad as a what?
What?
A dead ox.
Yep.
Well, that's all the time. That's all the time we have for tonight, folks. I would like to thank Liam and Sam for such in-depth answers tonight from Liam. Episode 89 of Critical Role airs this Thursday at 7 p.m. Pacific. As always, don't forget to love each other. Don't worry, it's almost Thursday. Stay tuned, and remember, creepy ain't a crime.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
That's how it goes.
That's how it goes.
Yep. Happy Hanukkah.
How it goes. Yeah, happy Hanukkah. It's right behind us. Or you.
Moose.
Oh, Henry's back.
Oh, buddy.
Yeah.